You would never guess it. Just by scrolling through a short 6DO, I ended up finding a system. You were just bored at home, opened TikTok, and suddenly saw this 6DO. Congratulations on finding the 6DO. Do you feel a lot of pressure in life? Welcome to the Brother God level system. To claim it, just say 3 words. You gave a bitter laugh after watching, thinking there are so many prank videos now. But with a mindset better safe than sorry, you just sent 3 emojis. The next moment, a mechanical voice rang in your head. Congratulations, host, for binding the Brother God level system. As long as you spend money on men, you get double the cash back. Spend 1, get 2 back. Spend 10, get 20 back. If the intimacy level is over 90, you unlock the system verified friend slot. As long as they call you dad, you get 10x the cash back. To see if I was hallucinating, I called my best friend Wang Zhifei overnight, using him as my test subject. Wang Zhifei is frugal by nature, but he's always been generous to me. Hearing I maxed out my card on a girl, he transferred 10,000 to me without hesitation. Looking at his 100% intimacy level, the smirk on my face was impossible to hide. To ensure the system really worked, I topped up 100 on his phone bill. Sent 100 on friend number 1, Wang Zhifei. Cashback received. 200 has been deposited into your salary card. System funds are untraceable. Seeing the money hit my Otsao, you were absolutely thrilled. Without thinking, I topped up another 1,000. Hearing the 2,000 hit my Otsao, you were on Sao 9. To avoid explaining it to him tomorrow, you set your sights on your dad. But to your surprise, your intimacy level with your dad wasn't even 90. The lop has faded, really faded. The father's bond has truly weakened. Though annoyed, you still topped up 1,000 on his phone. Seeing the 2,000 cashback, you felt even better. Opening your contact list, you filtered for non-jerk male friends, for shitty bosses, greedy colleagues, and losers. Even without the cashback, I wouldn't give them a cent. It's a principle. The system is here anyway. No rush to use it all at once. You topped up 1,000 for a dozen friends, from school days to work colleagues, totaling 28,000 in cashback. Paid back Wang Zhifei's 10,000 and cleared all my credit card debt. Are you satisfied? Totally satisfied. This isn't a contact list. It's a personal ATM. You gained favor and cash. Time to expand the circle. Find more good brothers and big brothers. Though in this world, I'm sincere with friends, but they might be playing games. Still, among the scum, some are worth it. The point is, you get the cashback. So many thoughts running wild. You couldn't stay awake anymore. Sleep first. Big plans tomorrow. Gotta get dad that Audi A6. His dream car. And for Wang Zhifei. Bro, so about today. Sleep now. Tomorrow, I'll take you to the spa. Woke up early to a weird noise. Felt someone pinching your face. Babe, stop it. Thought it was a morning game with my ex. Then you suddenly snapped awake. Wait, I'm single now. Opened my eyes to see Wang Zhifei staring. Scared the hell out of me. Wang Zhifei held his fist like a mic. You lost your mind? Borrowed 10k. Transferred me 1, then topped out my phone. And paid back the 10k? What was going through your head? I was drunk. The perfect excuse for last night's tests. Pay back the 1,101. You pointed the finger down his head. Wang Zhifei sneered. You think that's possible? Going to work. Bye. Lin Chu jumped out of bed, grabbed his arm. Pay me back. I'm broke. Wang Zhifei glared at him. Depends on my mood. Wait for me. I'll get dressed and treat you to breakfast. Will that put you in a better mood? A thought crossed your mind. He's lost his mind. Definitely a trap. Is he trying to borrow money again? Credit card wasn't paid off. He probably thinks I did a cash advance. But your gentle attitude is suspicious. Hey, what are you saying? Treating you to breakfast. What's wrong? Bro, we're brothers. Brothers from different mothers. Screw you. At the breakfast stop, ordered rice rolls, pork, and soup, and 2 marinated eggs. Bro, the AI iPhone 15 is out. If I call you dad, will you buy me one? Wang Zhifei rolled his eyes. Call me 100 times, and I'll buy you a screen protector. You didn't mind the sarcasm, just smiled. Call me once, I'll buy it. Wang Zhifei paused. You think I'm stupid? I swear, if you call me, I'll buy it. If I don't, I'll never stand up again. Wang Zhifei was shocked. We joke around, but that's a serious vow. It must be real. Dad, he hesitated, then called out. Good boy, you replied. Casually, you pulled out your phone to order. Selected Wang Zhifei's address. Paid for it. I had his address from before. It'll arrive today. You showed him the payment screenshot. He was stunned, speechless. Slapped himself lightly. My God, the sun rose in the west. He stammered, cautiously asking, Bro, I know a good psychiatrist. Should I? You saw the virtual panel. Cashback received, 144,240. Normally double. But 10x because he called me dad. 140k. This feeling is amazing. Wang Zhifei was still stunned. If you're not mentally ill, then there's only one other possibility. Lin Chu, wake up. Did you take the breakup too hard? Did you turn gay? I'm not judging, but don't look at me, Wang Zhifei said nervously, stuttering a bit. No, nothing like that. I just realized something. Instead of spending on a girlfriend, it's better to have fun with the boys. Spending on a brother makes me the dad. Spending on a girl makes me a servant. Lie a dog. Hearing this, Wang Zhifei relaxed. Finally, you get it. I think there's hope for you. Come on. I'm in a good mood. Here's your 1,001 back. He transferred the phone money back. Thought about it and said, I can't take the phone. What are you doing? Don't be ridiculous. You refused to take the 10k item back. Don't be a jerk. I bought it. Consider it your birthday gift. Though the cashback was in, I wasn't sure if it would be revoked if he refused. Wang Zhifei was silent for a few seconds. Thanks, bro. He paid for the breakfast. You weren't fast enough to grab the bill. Glared at him. From now on, I pay for everything. Don't fight me. It's a dad's privilege. Chatted a bit, then went to work. Subway line 5 to line 1 to the industrial park near the office. A company called 9 Tripods. Well, the business is pretty wild. Everything under the sun. Loans, insurance, wealth management, bridge loans, currency exchange, Amazon accounts. Anything that makes money. It's a bit shady, but profitable. Making 10k a month is easy. Walked into the elevator. It was packed during rush hour. You sucked in your gut, facing the door. At 1.85 m. You stood out above the crowd. Then your eyes froze. My ex, Yao, who broke up 3 days ago. She was hugging another guy's arm. Clearly a couple. Seeing you, her expression turned awkward, but she pretended not to see you. You work at the finance firm. Yao is a dance instructor on the 7th floor. We met in this elevator. 7th floor now. Excuse me, let me through. They walked out. You stepped aside, standing there, expressionless. You said nothing. Don't look like a loser. At any moment, back in the elevator, got to the office, sat at my desk, still couldn't shake the mood. Seeing her find a new guy in 3 days. It was really frustrating. I was a total loser, losing the dating game miserably. Took a deep breath and posted on Moments. Het pie breakup, official announcement. Yao and I broke up. Back to being single, for the ritual. Tonight, breakup party at 404. I'm paying, guys only. Screw the ex, let's party. Right now, I just want to spend money. 404 is a top-tier bar in Hangchang. Average spend is around 1,000. To have a good time, you need at least 2,000 or 3,000. Places lie this. I usually can't afford. What kind of spending is that? A month's salary gone in one night. Unless I'm freeloading. But I've been twice. Both times because Yao wanted to go. Bringing her 2 friends. Of course, I was just the one paying the bill. Thinking about it makes me blush. What a fool. But today, the bill must be big. The bigger the better. The more people, the better. As long as they're guys. Chu, you broke up? Congrats. I told you, dating is for dogs. Before work started. Colleagues were on their phones, seeing Lin Chu's pot. A chubby colleague walked over, whispering. Lu Yang, a regular at spas and karaoke, a bar-hopping veteran, plays dirty, not a good guy, anyway. Lin Chu glared at him, saw my pot? To be honest. Turning from a naive student into this office veteran, Lu Yang was the main culprit. In a way. He was my mentor, when I was an intern. I had to close a deal to get hired, but I had no experience or connections. Couldn't do it. Lu Yang gave me a lead, though I kicked back the commission to him. That deal got me hired, but over the last 2 years, fighting for clients. We've had some friction. Nothing too serious. We kept it professional. Eventually, we found a balance. You close a deal, you treat. I close, I treat. If we target the same client, we split it. Between men. As long as the gap isn't huge, we know where we stand. Saw it. Lin is paying? I'm definitely going. Did you strike it rich? If you have a lead, don't forget me, Lu Yang said with a grin, probing for info. Nothing to do with money, just annoyed. Then let's drink. Lu Yang laughed. Alright, still, you must be rich. Coco Park isn't enough for you. Gotta go to 404. Bot, you're the man. See you tonight. Patted Lin Chu on the shoulder. He left. Send morning calls. Filtering clients. Lin Chu's throat felt dry. Outside was hot. The sun like a fireball. Stayed in the AC. Didn't want to go out. Order delivery. Pork rice isn't for me anymore. Eat something good. Chose a high-end Cantonese restaurant. Lin Chu ordered 4 dishes and a soup. Snails, garlic shrimp, beef pot, plus veggies and pigeon soup. 4 dishes lie this. Less than 280. 300 is just the price of hot lipstick. You realized again. Even without the system, after the breakup, my spending level has skyrocketed. When the delivery arrived, dozens of sales staff were shocked. Whoa, did Lin Chu win the lottery? Or get rich on crypto? Or land a big client? Lunch is so fancy. Chu, you're doing well. This is better than the bot's meal. A pretty colleague at the next desk, Lu Wenjing, teased. Lin Chu smiled. Don't start with me. I just broke up and felt bad. Wanted to eat well. Lu Wenjing looked at her own lunch. Take me to the bar tonight. Can't. This is a high-end gem. Lin Chu said with a smile. We can go out alone later. Lu Wenjing laughed. You're trying to hit on me? Lin Chu lowered his voice. Why can the Manhwa hit on you, but not me? She blushed instantly, looked around, glared at Lin Chu, and went back to eating, silent. She was sure Lin Chu had made some money. Rich people talk with confidence. Lin Chu shut her down with one sentence, feeling a sense of satisfaction. Suddenly felt lighter. Chu, you have a delivery. After lunch, took a nap. Afternoon. The receptionist sent a message. Lin Chu went to get it. I didn't buy anything. Lin Chu wondered. At the front desk, it was a local express, holding a red bag, with the Shuaibei logo. Took a look. Opened it and was shocked. Gold bars. 220G bars. Het pie breakup. Gold is going up. Take these and hoard them. Don't give them to women, or I'll kill you. A handwritten note at the bottom. When should I favorite? You shook your head. Hey, I'm getting money back. This morning, to spend money. I bought him an AI phone 15 p.m. Costing 15K. Now he sends 2 gold bars. Gold is around 500 now. 40G is 20K. I actually made a profit. Signed for it. Took it back to the desk. Snapped a photo. Lin Chu posted on Moments again. Best friends are true love. Girlfriends are just a side dish. Before, I would have worried about my image, hindering my chances with the next one. But now, who cares? Got a bunch of likes. Going to the club at 404. You going? Sent a message to Wang Zhifei. Didn't mention the gold. He liked the pot. He must have seen it. No need to talk about small things. He replied quickly. Going? Damn, you're shameless. I'm paying. You're not going? Just take the cash. Lin Chu, going to the club. You're not? Where am I supposed to send money? That's the big one. The only bad friend with 10x rewards. Wang Zhifei, just take the cash. You were a bit annoyed. Fine, don't go. I'll put your photo on stage. Light a cigarette. Order a dragon set. Screen says missing my brother who couldn't make it. He didn't reply. You knew he agreed. Heck, playing games with me. Handled some work in the afternoon. Before leaving, Lin Chu made a group chat. Tonight at 9, 404, guys only. Added Wang Zhifei, Lu Yang, and 4 others who signed up. 7 people in total. Chatted for a while. It was 6 p.m. Packed up to leave. Suddenly, a figure walked out of the office. They were timing it. Tie, shirt, suit, pants, shoes, watch. Fully armed, hair spiked. It was the department head, Su Xiaomei. Everyone, don't rush. It's quitting time. Meeting in 30 minutes. In the big conference room. You heard this. Frowned. Often, these leaders' brains
are lie a clogged toilet.
Soaked for 3 days, no meeting all day, but have to call one at quitting time. Leader, I have a client meeting. I'm taking leave.
You said calmly. Su Xiaomei looked at him.
What time? Which client?
You said, dinner at 7. Bar at 9. Already booked. Other colleagues heard this.
Some laughed. Badass. Lin Chu is openly challenging Su, but it made those who know him suspect.
He must have made money. Otherwise, why be so bold?
Are you working or not? Denied. Su Xiaomei's face darkened, staring at Lin Chu. I don't care if you approve or not. I'm leaving.
You left a sentence and walked out. Lin Chu, come back.
I see you don't want to work here anymore. Su Xiaomei shouted in rage.
You stopped. Sneered at him. Walked up to him. And whispered in his ear. If you have the guts, fire me. The shady stuff you've done.
You think I don't know? Want me to count them?
Do you want the director to know? Or the bot? Or the bank?
Patted his face lightly and walked out. Su Xiaomei stood there.
Face pale.
Pupils dilated. He didn't expect
this quiet employee to be so sharp today. Just a meeting. You whispered in his ear. Colleagues didn't hear. But he felt a chill.
Wanted to chase you and ask what you meant.
But looked at the office. Couldn't lose face. Stopped himself.
Meeting in 30 minutes.
He shouted.
Turned back to his office. You're crazy.
Why challenge him? When you walked into the elevator.
Received a message from Liu Yang. Lin Chu, I don't take an idiot. Liu Yang.
Fine, you go ahead.
I'm a coward. I have to attend the meeting, then I'll go.
Oh, cool.
You replied.
Walked slowly outside.
Didn't want to anyway. This company has core businesses. Profits and commissions are high.
But they're in the gray zone. Lie housing loans. It's all shady. You were done.
The system is the only way now.
Let's see how much I can spend tonight. The night is young. Ready for the party. Everything is set. Let's go.
Though it's well packaged, it can't stand scrutiny. I'm too timid. I've never done it myself, but saying feels cozy.
I'll splurge on him tonight. With enough money, I can just quit. I feel completely confident now. Lin Chu, calm down.
You can eat whatever, but don't talk nonsense. I see you broke up recently. It's understandable you're upset. I've approved your exchange rate today. Adjust your attitude soon.
Then, another WeChat message arrived.
It was from Su Xiaomei.
You read it and smirked.
No reply. He's such a coward. He's probably still plotting against me.
But Lin Chu recalled a classic line.
I'm not afraid. Chu off work yet? I'm treating you to dinner. You received a message from Zhang Peng.
Is it a song you think is good?
Setting aside the quality for now. At least he knows how to be grateful. He understands reciprocity.
I'll pay for the bar tonight.
So he offered to claim a meal. Where are you? Come pick me up first. Sure. I'm not far from Chegongmyo. Send me your location.
In less than 10 minutes.
Attack 11 pulled up beside Lin Chu. Zhang Peng smiled from the back. Chu get in.
You got in and told the driver.
Driver, to the Shangri-La Hotel, the one on Etienne Road.
The driver stepped on the gas and left.
Zhang Peng looked at you, puzzled, as if asking, why are you going to a hotel? You smiled, don't overthink it. Big brother is taking you for a treat. No need to ask about Wang Shifei. He's definitely still working overtime. Since I got Zhang Peng here, I'll treat him. Chu seriously, you've really struck it rich. Got any tips for me? Godfather, Zhang Peng was very smooth. He spoke so sweetly. Isn't this why I brought you? Enjoy life first. 40th floor of the Shangri-La Hotel, a restaurant called N4. You've never been here before. Seen people trek in on moments. They say it's the only 2-star Michelin in Pengcheng. Average spend is over 5,000. On the way, Lin Chu made a call. Reservation confirmed. Led by a beautiful waitress. We entered the private room and checked the menu. Zhang Peng's breathing quickened, eyes wide. Minimum spend is 10,000 plus a 10% service fee. This is crazy, isn't it, Chu?
We don't need this, really. Should we leave?
I'm just a wild boar. I can't handle fine dining. He's really intense.
He whispered into Lin Chu's ear.
10,000 for a meal? Are you insane?
You rolled your eyes and grabbed the menu. No set menu. I'll order myself. 2,888 per person is set. But the price is too low. Lin Chu ordered caviar instead. 2 portions of this 1,888 lobster with spring peaches. Looks good. Let's get 2. East Star Grouper, abalone, truffle wagyu, geoduck, pigeon. You ordered a dozen dishes in one breath. And bring a bottle. This 48,001. Hurry up. I'm in a rush. Red wine is a real money sink. Too bad the 180,000 Romani Conti. I can't afford that yet. I've only got 150,000 in the card. But after this meal, I will. This place is a great money sink. Zhang Peng was completely stunned now. This isn't a 10,000 standard. This is a 100,000 standard. The waitress smiled and nodded. Very well, sir. He looks quite ordinary. But he's truly generous. Coming right up. After the waitress left the room, Zhang Peng looked at Lin Chu nervously. His mind was racing. Is he going to kill me or sleep with me? You noticed his look and waved it off. Relax and enjoy the food. Now that I'm rich, let's splurge. I've never eaten such expensive food either. But what's money for if not to spend? Think of it this way. I'm the one eating. You're just here to see the world. The dishes started arriving. Each one was just a tiny bite. You ate with great satisfaction. Zhang Peng felt like vomiting blood. But after 2 glasses of wine, he gradually relaxed. Never had 50,000 a bottle wine before. Can't tell the difference. But with the price tag, it feels premium. Meal finished. The waitress brought the bill. 124,088. 6 figures for one meal. You pulled out your phone and paid. 6 figures, gone in a flash. Your heart raced involuntarily. Damn, that's luxurious. But the panel appeared again. Spent 124,088 with a regular friend. Received double rebate. 248,176. Phone vibrated. Received the bank deposit notification. A light smile appeared on your lips. You took a photo of the bill and posted it on Moments with the food photos. Caption: Life is all about eating and drinking. Posted. Hello, sir. You spent over 6 figures today. Our chef has gifted you a signature dish. The waitress smiled, showing 2 cute dimples. No thanks. I'm in a rush. Next time. Thank the chef for me. His kindness. It's 8:30 already. Appointment at 9. To the bar. You declined politely. Her dimples froze on her face.
Even after being open for so long.
6-figure guests are rare. and refusing the chef's gift is unheard of. This guest is truly special. Yao, your boyfriend struck it rich. In a group chat called Marry or Stay Poor, and Qingning posted a picture. Screenshots of Lin Chu's moments. One about going to the bar. One about the 120,000 dinner. She's Li Yao's best friend, former colleague. When Yao was with Lin Chu, they often ate and sang together. She also has Lin Chu on WeChat. Saw the moments and was shocked. Is this the same boyfriend who had great stamina, but was so stingy? Wouldn't even buy a gift for 520. It's been at most 2 months. Is he that rich? I saw it too, but they already broke up. Another friend messaged in the group, and Qingning froze upon seeing this. She scrambled to retract it, but it was too late. A moment later, Li Yao broke up? What does his money have to do with me? Maybe he used a credit card or a loan, or even faked the photo. Did they break up? Just trying to show off. I'll ask a mutual friend to trek. Isn't that normal? What a loser. Don't talk about him. Last weekend, I saw a 300 yuan dress. He wouldn't buy it for me, so we broke up. The other 3 in the group comforted her. Poor girl, what did she do wrong? She just wanted a 300 yuan dress, and her boyfriend wouldn't buy it? Break up with guys lie that immediately. At times lie this, there's no right or wrong, only sides. Best friends are always right. You and Zhang Pang took a TAC 11 to 404 bar. Arrived at 404. A hot bar hostess immediately clung to you. You waved her off casually. Core area, about 10 people. Sure, brother. Zone 8, Oko, minimum spend 10,000. Both sat down quickly, lit a cigarette, amidst the smoke. You leaned back on the sofa, watching the lights and the debauchery. This is the feeling of being rich, enough to make one forget all troubles. Need to spend before the others arrive. You ordered a dragon set first. Who cares about value? The point is to burn money. The hostess's fillers looked lie they'd pop. One dragon set is 88,000. This guy is truly generous. Brother, let me add you on WeChat. How do you want to play tonight? Anything you need, just ask. Lin Chu checked the 170,000 rebate on the panel, took out his phone and added her. First half, Romane. Second half, we'll see. Been to bars many times. You naturally know these hostesses. They all have contacts for top-tier girls. If a big spender shows up, they can arrive anytime. Commonly known as delivering. The hostess heard this. She knew the score. Big brother wants to talk business, but the guests haven't arrived yet, so she sat down. Brother, let me toast you both. You clinked glasses with her casually, downed it in one. The dragon set ace of spades is actually good. First time for me too. A few minutes later, Liu Yang arrived. Seeing the setup, he walked over quickly, sat on the other side of Lin Chu. Damn, Chu Ji, you're going big. Lin Chu winked at him. Late? 3 drinks as punishment. Fine. Hey, is this a reward? Liu Yang said with a grin, secretly cursing him as an idiot. Stop showing off. Just a bit of money. Soon, 2 more guys arrived. Li Jian and Gua Haodong, college classmates. They rent together. You used to rent a 3-bedroom with them, but since having a girlfriend and my salary went up, I moved out. But they still lie in the urban village. Lin Chu, wow, you finance guys make so much? Dragon set? Li Jian was a bit reserved and smiled with a hint of jealousy. Forget that. Come on. Lin Chu patted the seat beside him. They both sat down, chatted for a while. The last 2 finally arrived. Wang Zhifei with his backpack, t-shirt, shorts, flip-flops. He walked over carelessly. He was a bit stunned too. Frowned slightly. This idiot is wasting money again. Too many people. He sighed but didn't say much. Sat in the corner. The other is Lu Ming. Standard Pengcheng 2nd gen. Drives the 718. Family collects rent from 6 buildings. He was in flashy club wear. Hair perfectly styled. Looking very flamboyant. Met him playing werewolf after graduation. Known him for over 2 years. Occasionally grab late night snacks. Don't know what's up with him today. Insisted on joining this group. Lin Chu naturally didn't refuse. A low-hand party? 7 guys? What are we doing? The 7 Calabash brothers? Lu Ming came over and joked. Threw 2 packs of cigarettes and betel nuts on the table. Greeted everyone and passed out cigarettes. He raised his glass. Chu Ji's party is hungry. A low-hand party is a bit weird, but let's all have a drink to warm up. Can a bar be short of girls? For a 2nd gen Lai Lu Ming. He's never short of girls. Once, when Lin Chu was having a midnight snack with him, he said many girls he's with. Once they know he's a 2nd gen, with all those houses, they don't dare ask for anything, even embarrassed to ask for holiday gifts. They even pay the bill themselves, afraid he'll dump them for being gold diggers. Occasionally go home with him, wake up early to clean the house before work, even cook him breakfast. This is the status of a local in a 1st-tier city. Lin Chu wanted to cry hearing that. Talking about feelings with the rich, and talking about money with the poor. 7 guys clinked their glasses for the dragon set. 6 bottles total, drank quite a bit. 2 rounds already. Almost empty. Ming Ji, sit here. I'm counting on you later. Plenty of dimples. Ling Xiao, another dragon set. Make it big. Put a message on the screen for me. Welcome, Lord Lin. Lin Chu called the hostess over. Whispered in her ear. Big brother, a real big brother. Only 1 bottle. And ordered 2 dragon sets. Soon, the message appeared on the screen. And a group of girls brought the glowing dragon sets, walking toward us. Damn, brother, you're something. Where'd you strike it rich? Lu Ming was shocked seeing this. A little bit. He could afford 2 dragon sets, but he wouldn't waste money like this. But he didn't think Lin Chu was a nouveau riche. After all, people get rich every day. Can't I enjoy life after getting rich? He just thought Lin Chu was a stand-up guy, thinking of his brothers first. We'll talk about that later. Let's drink. Let me introduce everyone. Since I organized this, my friends, maybe we can collaborate later. Lin Chu said loudly. In Pengcheng, every party talks money. That's normal. Lin Chu introduced everyone one by one. Naturally, he embellished their status. Liu Yang, the sales dog, called him a financial sales managio. Wang Zhifei, the programmer, called him a technical director. Anyway, at the table, just flatter people. Wang Zhifei looked at Lin Chu. Heart ached, but thought about it.
After hearing Lu Ming's status, he guessed he was Lin Chu's client. Maybe a big client, a local?
If that's true,
ordering 2 dragon sets is understandable. After all, you have to spend to earn. The second dragon set arrived. The panel appeared before Lin Chu again. Received 170,000 rebate. A night at the bar. 340,000 already. Subtracting the cost of the 2 sets, plus the 248,000 from dinner. My bank balance is now 420,000. The Audi S6 for dad is covered. One word, awesome. Lin Chu suddenly thought, damn, if dad's intimacy reaches 90, and he calls me dad, triggering a 10x reward. That's millions right there. Though it sounds ridiculous, but money, I need a way. I have to get my dad to call me that. The rest of the time,
the atmosphere started getting better.
Drinking, with bar girls nearby. They didn't even need to be called. They flocked over. This Lohan party already had 2 dragon sets.
Even for seasoned bargoers.
That's not common. Lu Ming had already hooked a tattooed girl. One came over to Lin Chu too.
And a pretty one at that. Checked the message from the hostess.
Brother, is she oku? If not, I'll call another. Brother, this is the feeling of being a big brother. So big. Brother, my friends are waiting. Should I have them come over? Zhang Peng could see it clearly now. My Chu Ji is not short of money. Not at all. 170,000. 2 dragon sets gone. Plus the 120,000 from dinner. 300,000 gone in one night. Why save? Just lie it up. Sure, bring more, Lin Chu said with a smile.
Leaning back on the sofa.
A girl nestled in his arms, feeding him fruit and wine.
This is life. Recalling when he came to the bar with his ex.
Worrying about the budget. Worrying about them ordering expensive wine. Still having to provide emotional value. Being controlled. Can't look at other girls.
I was such an idiot before.
Glad I awakened my superpower. Chu Ji, should we head out?
Work tomorrow. Li Jian whispered to Lin Chu.
He was jealous, really jealous. The successful Lin Chu's colleague, the Pengcheng second gen with a girl, having so much fun. He and Gua Haodong were clearly just guests. Girls came over but didn't look at them. Standing there lie nobodies.
That feeling is really bad. Sad.
Lin Chu understood what he meant. Feeling humble, uncomfortable. Thought about it and told Ling Xiao. One more. For my brother here. I'll order another dragon set for him. This is my brother Jian, my college friend. Wish him smooth sailing and well, Lin Chu said loudly. The hostess understood immediately. She was ecstatic. This guy is too awesome. A dragon set for a brother? She acted quickly. The screen showed what Lin Chu asked. Another dragon set arrived. Lin Chu swiped his card. Another 170,000. Li Jian was almost moved to tears. Damn. Chu Ji is a real brother. The table was overflowing with wine. Wow, Lin Chu, is that really you? Whoa, what a scene. A loud voice suddenly rang out. Lin Chu felt his shoulder tapped.
Looked back. A girl with a bun stood behind him.
With a teasing look in her eyes. And Xingning, what a coincidence. Lin Chu greeted her with a smile. Ex-girlfriend Yao Yao's best friend. Brought her along the last 2 times at 404. Often ate together too. During those dating days, Lin Chu often felt that having a girlfriend meant supporting her and her best friend. All kinds of activities. The best friend was always involved. Except for the bedroom.
Though, who knows? Girls probably se their experiences.
About this in Xingning, Lin Chu's impression was okay. At least when they fought before.
She acted as a mediator.
She had a bit of a conscience.
And honestly,
she was better looking than Yao Yao.
But I knew Yao Yao first.
Lie they say.
If you meet a girl,
don't rush. What if her best friend is prettier? Stop looking. Yao Yao didn't come? Just ate nearby. Wanted a walk. Strolled over. Did you really break up? She asked gossip why. Lin Chu waved his hand.
Aren't you better informed than me?
Didn't she ask for your advice before breaking up? His tone was still sharp. There was still resentment. Not really. Hey, broke up. So what? Bye-bye. The next one will be better. Who can't lie without whom? And Xingning comforted him with a smile.
Eyes glancing at the table.
Seeing the 3 dragon sets. You 2 broke up? Are we still friends? Lin Chu heard this. A smile appeared on his lips. A thought popped up. Come, sit. And Xingning didn't hesitate.
Stepped over the sofa back.
Do me a favor, Lin Chu said. You say, I'll agree. And Xingning hesitated but smiled. You say it first. Lin Chu reached out, put his arm around her shoulder, held his phone with the other hand for a selfie. And Xingning, don't. Lin Chu had already taken the shot. Brother, don't mess with me. Play is play. Fun is fun. No photos in KTV. Know the rules? Lin Chu smiled, just taking it. I want you to pot our photo on moments. Don't block anyone. Yao Yao, you're a dog. You want me dead? No way. Yao Yao is my best friend. I couldn't possibly be that mad at her. She was refusing with her words, but she didn't actually leave. Instead, she grabbed a glass from the rack and poured herself a drink. Some bestie she is. You have no idea what she said about you before. Lin Chu said with a sneer. Most of it was reality, but she definitely added her own spice to it. She was completely stunned. When did she say that? He was about to go crazy. She felt her face burning as if those labels were stuck to her. She felt a head shorter in front of Lin Chu. Hey, don't ask about that. Probably in bed, right? But don't be too angry. What kind of bestie is that anyway? Isn't it all just plastic sisterhood? Are you posting it or not? Just be direct. This feeling of being a petty person gave Lin Chu a dark sense of satisfaction. It wasn't that he couldn't let go of Li Yao Yao. He just felt that if he could make her unhappy, he would be very pie. Why the hell should I be the bigger person? Even if I were, it wouldn't be for you. Drink 2 glasses first. Let me think. And Xingming was clearly feeling a bit depressed. She clinked her glass with Lin Chu's. What are you up to lately? Working at a private equity firm. Been there 2 months and haven't closed a single deal. Planning to take the 3rd month's salary and just quit. And Xingming said with some irritation. Lin Chu chuckled. That's easy. If you want to close a deal, given your looks, you should be in investor relations. Simply put, it's about tricking rich people into giving money to the firm. If you give the bot control over the funds, how will you repay the bot? Lin Chu teased. You've become so frivolous now. And Xingming immediately understood what he meant. She tapped his arm, acting a bit coy. It takes luck to run into a big bot. You know, there are too many pretty girls. The bosses can't keep up. Lin Chu, I've always been this frivolous. You don't understand me at all. She almost said, no wonder Yao Yao broke up with you. But she stopped herself just in time. Things aren't lie they used to be. If she actually said that, she was afraid Lin Chu would get angry and flip out. It seemed like the Lin Chu of today was vastly different from the one she knew before. Needless to say, it must be the money talking. Brother Chu, seeing how well you're doing, invest a little? She smiled like a flower, testing the waters. Pot it on your moments first. You can't catch a wolf without using a child as bait, right? Trying to pull a fast one on me? Treating me like a sucker? Lin Chu's tone was teasing, with a hint of mockery, and Qing Ming pouted, leaning in closer, switching to a cutesy voice immediately. Brother Chu, invest a little. If you do, I'll pot it. Not much, 30k minimum. Our firm is a legitimate private equity fund with over 5% annual returns. Pot it first. Lin Chu was unmoved, and Qing Ming took a deep breath, gritted her teeth. Screw it. It's just a bestie, right? The kind who talks trash about me anyway. Lean in a bit. She was decisive. Once she made a decision, she executed it immediately. Half her body was practically leaning on Lin Chu, and Lin Chu leaned in closer too, his lips brushing against her face, and Qing Ming felt her face heat up. She held up her phone and snapped a picture, then took another of the drinks on the table, and the other people drinking. So, I'm posting it. What should the caption be? She went for it. Lin Chu thought for a moment and wrote, finally waited for you. Glad I didn't give up. Damn, you're so thirsty, even using song lyrics? If Yo Yao sees this, she'll definitely go crazy. She gritted her teeth. Fine, I'm posting it. But I'll set it to private. Can't let my bot or colleagues see. Can't let them see it. Lin Chu teased. Can't let your little backup plan see it, right? And Qing Ming, hate you. I don't have a backup plan. Lin Chu instantly lost interest. I was actually thinking of flirting with you. I like girls who have many pursuers but can't be caught, yet are kicking hard in my bed. She gave Lin Chu a resentful look. A man who's been dumped is truly terrifying. No taboos, no bottom line. But he has money. The pot was edited, and Qing Ming clicked send. Lin Chu watched her send it, poured her a drink, and raised his own glass. Good sister, cheers. And Qing Ming posted the AP debt. She kept pestering Lin Chu to agree to invest. Lin Chu neither agreed nor refused, just kept leaning on her. If I don't give her money, she has to fawn over me. If I give it to her, the dynamic flips. She felt helpless but kept pushing, feeling like there was still a chance. After all, the 3 Shenlong sets on the table were worth nearly 200k. If Lin Chu can spend this much on a night of drinking, investing a little in her performance is not a hard task at all. In a cozy little rental apartment, Li Yao Yao was scrolling through TikTok in bed. A WeChat notification popped up. She glanced at it. It was from a bestie, Yo Yao. Anen and Lin Chu are together. They're drinking together. Seeing this message, her hand trembled, and she dropped her phone. It smashed right into her face. It hurt like hell. She rubbed her face, rolling from her back to her stomach. Where did you see this? A nameless fire suddenly ignited within her. Moments. Anen's moments. Li Yao Yao immediately clicked into Qing Ming's moments. Seeing those photos, the group shot, the drinks on the table, the lively scene. Her breathing became rapid. She felt like she was going to explode. Those two dogs. Lin Chu playing live this after the breakup? She wasn't that angry. What angered her was that in Qing Ming, are all men dead? You have to pick up the one I threw away, and treat him like a treasure, and pot it on moments, and finally waited for you. Glad I didn't give up. Her heart felt as disgusting as if she'd eaten excrement. She couldn't suppress her rage anymore. She called in Qing Ming on WeChat. At the bar, and Qing Ming's phone rang. She glanced at it and resentfully showed the screen to Lin Chu. Here it comes. She's here to hold me accountable. This friendship is officially over. Lin Chu, I've sacrificed too much for you. Lin Chu shrugged. What kind of sacrifice is this? You guys were going to move anyway. Don't answer. Let her keep calling. Scare her to death. It was ruthless, but she didn't answer. Li Yao Yao called several times on WeChat. Seeing and Qing Ming wouldn't answer, she called again, and Qing Ming still rejected it. Looking at Lin Chu gloomily, Lin Chu was truly enjoying this. Better than drinking chilled ace of spades. What is emotional value? This is the emotional value he wanted right now. Well done. Keep torturing her like that, Lin Chu said with a smile. Looking at that smile, she felt a chill in her heart. Men are truly ruthless when they want to be. Brother, are you satisfied? Not happy yet? Can't you help me out? No. She kept pursuing. Lin Chu nodded with a smile. Sure, but how will you thank me? She froze, looking at the way Lin Chu was eyeing her. She dodged, laughing bitterly. You want to thank you too? What do you think? It's like playing a game if I don't get a thank you, Lin Chu said, still smiling. Pulling with him, she felt what sunk cost meant. Just then, Zhang Peng returned from outside, bringing 5 beauties with him, attracting the attention of everyone at the table. Brothers, let me introduce you. These are my friends, beautiful colleagues from my company. Bored tonight, so we came out for a drink. Then he patted Lin Chu on the shoulder, introducing him to the 5 of them. My brother Chu, the Peng Cheng Ping Yuyan. Brother Chu organized tonight's party. Lin Chu laughed when he saw this setup. Sit, come. Brothers, let's all drink together. With one call, everyone stood up to toast. The whole party became completely lively. Wang Zhefei was originally ready to leave, but seeing these 5 new arrivals, he didn't want to leave anymore. His mindset had undergone a wonderful transformation tonight. At first, he thought Lin Chu was wasting money on drinks, then thought it might be a business expense reimbursed by the company, then thought, damn, this is so luxurious. But it was really fun. And now, he's still pulling stunts? Lin Chu really knows how to play. The night is already like this. In my brother Peng's name, another set, I'm paying. Lin Chu wiped the alcohol from the corner of his mouth and told the marketing staff. Drinking for so long, half the drinks on the table were still left, but it didn't matter. If we can't finish, we'll store them. Ordering drinks now isn't spending money, it's making money. He had already figured it out. Even if there are women at the table, as long as it's in a brother's name, there's a rebate. Zhang Peng heard this and quickly tried to stop him. Brother, there's still so much, we can't finish it. It's fine, I'm in a good mood today. Since I know your company has so many beauties, I've decided to accept you as a good brother. Lin Chu put his arm around his shoulder, saying with a grin. No need to reply. This was heard by others. It's a bar. Talk of debauchery is normal. The more indulgent and carefree you are, the stronger your charm seems to be. Being reserved and timid in a place like this would just be stupid. Zhang Peng smiled, but his eyes were moved. From now on, brother Chu is my own brother. The beauties couldn't help but smile. They just arrived and there were so many drinks. And this brother Chu ordered another Shenlong set. Clearly, he was giving them face. Brother Chu, thanks for the hospitality. We 5 toast you. You're welcome to visit our company anytime. The girl closest to him, who looked a bit like she had plastic surgery, but it was well done and refined. Her skin white as snow, raised her glass and said with a smile. The other 4 raised their glasses and leaned in. Lin Chu clinked glasses with them. Turning back, the marketing staff had already brought the POS machine. Lin Chu swiped without blinking. Received another 170k rebate. Bank balance
balance broke the 500k mark, and at the same time, Lin Chu saw an extra message on the panel. Zhang Peng's favorability towards you is over 90. Lin Chu thought to himself, Zhang Peng knows how to be grateful, and he's much more flexible than Wang Zhifei. Calling me dad would be easier. My 10x economy buy is on live. The drinks came up quickly. Seeing Lin Chu spend so much money, the 5 beauties from Zhang Peng's company looked at each other and smiled like flowers. Big brother is really generous, and Qingming on Lin Chu's left was truly going crazy. Buying a Shinlong set for 88k, it was gone just like that. So generous, yet when I ask you to buy some performance for me, it's not even consumption. It's an investment, and you're so stingy, refusing to let go. After Lin Chu sat back down, she hugged his arm tightly, looking up, with a pitiful look and a soft, cute tone. Brother Chu. Lin Chu looked down and saw a deep, white cleavage, enough to suffocate himself. Smile. Did you bring your ID? Hearing Lin Chu say this, and Qingming immediately understood what he meant. She looked at him with soulful eyes. I didn't bring it. Lin Chu heard this and glanced at her, not caring at all. If you didn't bring it, you don't want to. If you don't want to, forget it. Doesn't matter. I'm going to the restroom. Lin Chu stood up and walked toward the restroom immediately. Hey, brother, I'll go with you. Zhang Peng saw Lin Chu stand up and immediately got up to follow. Just happened to have some guy talk to chat with Lin Chu about. The two walked toward the restroom with their arms around each other. Not bad. The little beauties in your company, Lin Chu said with a smile. Zhang Peng, heh, those are just the ordinary ones. Our company has a big influencer with 6 million followers, but that's the bot's exclusive. I can't invite her. Brother, did you see when you lie? I'll assist you. He raised his eyebrows, asking with a grin. Lin Chu showed a knowing smile. That girl with the gold-rimmed glasses, she has some class. Zhang Peng heard this and couldn't help but laugh out loud. I knew that was your type. I specifically called her. She used to be a teacher at a children's education center, but it went bankrupt, so she came to work at a live streaming agency. Sigh, she's really good, a bit silly. Silly and sweet, of course she likes to play. That's a basic attribute. The silly and sweet I mean is that she's easy to coax. Definitely won't pester you. Don't worry. I'm here. Lin Chu, this is the treatment for a big brother. The younger brothers have everything arranged for you. Fine, then it's her. What's her name? Real name is Bai Fengfei, nickname Feifei. Returning to the seat, Lin Chu checked the time. It was just past 10 at night. Since Qingming isn't being sensible, he just ignored her. He sat down right in the middle of the 5 beauties. To his left was his target, Bai Fengfei, and to his right was a girl with pink hair and a biker style. Come, beauties, let's play for a while. Dice or games? Lin Chu was soon having a great time with them, and Qingming watched this scene, her expression changing. Li Yaoyao was still bombarding her with voice calls, and left some very nasty messages on WeChat. She suddenly felt she had lost both the lady and the army. Why is Lin Chu so dog-like now? Should I flip out? She didn't dare. There were so many of his friends there, and he was a big spender at the bar. If I can't take advantage, I'll just leave. But then tonight's effort would be in vain. And Qingming finally knew how hard it was to earn a big brother's money. They're all 1,000-year-old foxes. Who doesn't know how to play Liaojai? She let out a long sigh, poured a drink, and gulped it down. Suddenly, she missed the old Lin Chu when he was dating Li Yaoyao. Lin Chu was so sunny, so generous, so gentle and considerate. He changed after being hurt. Sigh, it's all Li Yaoyao's fault, that bitch. She thought this, and suddenly her heart moved. She took a picture of Lin Chu sitting among the 5 beauties, left and right, and sent it to Li Yaoyao. Yaya, congratulations, you destroyed him. The world has one less good man. You're such a bitch. How dare you question me? Regret it. He spent at least 300k on drinks tonight. Li Yaoyao, you'll never find a man who loves you this much. And is this rich again? Negative emotion transfer technique. After transferring the negative emotions she got from Lin Chu to Li Yaoyao, and Qingming felt much better, and Li Yaoyao stopped harassing her. She went silent. Indeed, as Zhang Peng said, Bai Fengfei was the silly and sweet type, and also had a bit of a people-pleasing personality. In front of a big brother who spent 300k in one night, she was as obedient as a little kitten, but also had a bit of instinctive reserve. Lin Chu felt much more comfortable with this vibe. Just right. While playing games with them, Lin Chu glanced at Qingming nonchalantly, seeing her sitting there playing on her phone, so bored. A smirk couldn't help but appear on his face. Let her be stuck up. At least half the reason he wanted to tease her was because she was Li Yaoyao's bestie. Otherwise, she's just an ordinary beauty. None of the 5 here are any worse than her. If you have money, will you lack women? What a joke. Pet pie times are always extremely short. Brother Chu, we're leaving first. We have work tomorrow morning. Alright, go ahead. Be safe. Let's meet again later. Lin Chu stood up and had one more drink with them. After they left, Lu Yang was also ready to leave. He was better in the flywheels and had just hooked up with a girl. Lin Chu sent him off. Lu Yang's attitude now was practically sycophant. Brother Chu, won't say more. It's all in the drink. Let's talk business tomorrow. He downed 3 glasses, then left with the girl, a bit tipsy. Lin Chu watched him go and couldn't help but shake his head and smile. Whether he meant it or not, or just thought it didn't matter. The relationship between men is very elastic. As long as there's no deep hatred or intense conflict of interest, drinking buddies can also work. For Lu Yang's positioning, Lin Chu just saw him as a drinking buddy, and the kind you can only trust 1/3 of the way. Bisei, Pingzi, you two aren't going back, right? Stay at the Mandarin Oriental nearby tonight. Lin Chu smiled, then looked at Lu Ming. Brother Ming, what do you say? Lu Ming smiled casually, then I'll say it in Mandarin too. The 4 of us might even play mahjong tonight. As a rich second generation, he had a wonderful sense of relaxation. Anyway, he doesn't have to work every day, so it doesn't matter. Lively is fine. Oh cool, I'll book the rooms. You guys go and register later. Lin Chu took out his phone and opened Meituan. Booking 4 Executive King rooms. This Mandarin Oriental is located on the high floors of the 4 office buildings. 78th floor. The night view is invincible, and it's the most expensive 5-star Executive King room nearby. Unit price 4,999. Holy crap, Brother Chu, you're really my big daddy. Adoptive father, La Pu, Moi. Zhang Peng played around, hugging Lin Chu and pretending to be disgusted. Lin Chu was paying. He suddenly did this for rooms. Nearly 20k paid out. On the virtual panel only he could see. A red light flashed suddenly. Received a rebate of 199,960. Oh wow. Lin Chu was pleasantly surprised. 10x. Didn't expect another 10x rebate. And in this situation, he had no expectation at all. It really planted a flower intentionally, but they don't know. Planting a willow unintentionally, and it grows into shade. Just one word, beautiful, Brother Chu. Then I'm going back first. Tonight's party had settled down. Everyone successfully paired up. They even booked hotel rooms, and Qingming suddenly felt like an outsider. I'm a clown, really. She was holding back some anger in her heart, but she could understand Lin Chu, a man who's been dumped, self-indulgent, full of resentment. It's just that she didn't really want to leave with Lin Chu, and even if she wanted to now, there was no chance. Alright, take care. This friend of yours, I've made. Let's have a meal later. Lin Chu said with a smile. He made her hot the moment to eat it. And broke ties with Li Yaoyao. But Lin Chu didn't have any psychological burden. When he was with Li Yaoyao before, she sponged so many meals, drinks, late night snacks, bubble tea. When they went shopping,
Sometimes we go to the supermarket together and pay at the same time.
It was all him paying.
Now, just consider it paying a price.
And Qingming heard Lin Chu's words, which counted as some comfort.
She forced a smile and nodded.
Fine, then I'm leaving.
She stood up and toasted one more time,
Leaving while looking back 3 times.
Clown, I'm really a clown. She was angry,
But she was still counting on playing the long game. Can Lin Chu contribute some performance for me?
luckily, I didn't lose my virginity tonight. Retreat first.
Thinking this, her heart balanced out a bit. Let's go get a late night snack.
After drinking for a while more, everyone was a bit tired. The atmosphere wasn't as hyped. Lin Chu suggested casually, in the nightlife scene, late night snack is code.
If you're willing to go for a late night snack,
It means you're willing to go with him tonight. Are you guys sleepy? Eat something or go home.
if you want to eat, let's go together.
If you want to go home, I'll call you at 11. Zhang Pang looked at the beautiful colleagues he called. I'm a bit hungry. Let's eat.
Brother Chu,
Bai Fangfei had already hugged Lin Chu's arm tightly.
the first to agree,
Just now, she was persuaded to
and was a bit tipsy.
plus the feeling of throwing money around.
The feeling of debauchery,
And the social status Lin Chu showed, having many brothers.
and the competition, open and secret, with the other sisters.
All the same little idol. Alright, Lin Chu smiled and pinched her mouth.
Then kissed her. The two performed in front of everyone. What are we eating?
Bot Zhang, what about work tomorrow?
A girl asked with a smile. Everything was set. A girl asked with a smile. The situation is a bit delicate now. There are 4 men left at the table. The big bot, Chu Ji, already has a date. The trendy guy, Fei Ji, also has a date. Besides them, there's just Fei Ji and Zhang Peng, and 4 young women. It's hard to figure out sleeping arrangements. And since the big bot and Fei Ji are taken, the others have a subtle mindset. They lost the race for a man to other girls. Zhang Peng scanned the room.
He understood the situation immediately.
He glanced at Lin Chu. Chu Ji, what should we eat?
Fei Ji, what do you want?
Lu Xiao, you decide. This hotel is in an office building. There's a yakitori place on the 3rd floor terrace. I've been there a few times. It's pretty good. Let's go. My treat. Lu Ming said with a smile. Lin Chu had paid for everything tonight, from the drinks to the hotel. He didn't feel awkward about it. After all, when they hung out before, Lin Chu never had to pay if he was around. But paying for a late night snack is a nice gesture. You can't look cheap when you're out with people. I'm fine with that. Let's go. Lin Chu laughed. The bar promoter respectfully handed over an exquisite card. Brother, I've saved your table. Just WeChat me next time you come. He nodded. Lin Chu put his hand on Bai Fengfei's shoulder and stood up with a smile. First, if any of you want to leave, head out. There will be other chances. No rush. Second, don't flirt with me. I'm sleeping alone tonight. If I sleep with any of you, how could we still be friends? Our friendship would be ruined. We're here to make money together. Keep it professional. Third, since Fei Ji is Chu Ji's friend, don't be so rude when talking to him. Even if he doesn't look like much, he might be a pleasant surprise. The girls watched them leave. Zhang Peng was in a group chat with the 5 female colleagues. He sent 3 messages. He had already found his exact position. Lin Chu is the organizer and the payer. As the big brother, he is the coordinator. He needs to keep everyone organized. Ping Ji, you're the best. Such discipline. Should we reward you tonight? Fei Ji asked. This guy is pretty interesting. I'm impressed, man. Big bot. What level is this? Peng Zong, I'm sticking with you from now on. The girls were touched by his arrangements. They weren't ungrateful people. Zhang Peng was truly looking out for them.
He has high emotional intelligence.
He is very thoughtful toward others. What is Chu Ji's background anyway?
300,000 in one night. That's insane. Someone asked. Zhang Peng replied.
Don't ask. If you can win him over, you'll know.
If you can't, asking is useless. They drank.
Lu Ming didn't drive his own car. He took a TAC 11 with Lin Chu. 2 men and 2 women, just right. Only now did he start talking business. What are you doing lately? Spending 300,000 in one night. Even I haven't been that extravagant. Clearly, Lin Chu has made a fortune, and not just a small one. Peng Cheng is a place full of miracles. When I met Lin Chu 2 years ago, he was nothing. Lin Chu smiled, patting the woman's leg beside him. Just lucky to catch a trend.
Nothing compared to you. If you have good projects, bring me in. As a 2nd generation in Peng Cheng.
Whether it's capital or connections, Lu Ming is definitely much stronger than me. That's beyond doubt.
Ha, don't say that. You should leave me.
Lu Ming laughed modestly. Let's make money together. Lin Chu felt he had something serious to discuss. Let's meet for tea tomorrow and talk properly. Sure, why not go out to sea? I'll organize a yacht party. Bring some good friends to go fishing. Drink some wine and eat seafood. Lu Ming said immediately. This was a return of favor. Everyone can talk business. Plus the scenery and atmosphere. It's very relaxing. If we can strike a deal, that would be even better. Even for a yacht trip. It only costs 20,000 a day. Much cheaper than Lin Chu's big night out.
Sure.
Lin Chu felt moved and agreed readily.
Bai Fangfei listened to their conversation. She became even more excited. A yacht trip?
This is how the big bosses play. Brother, I want to go too. Can you take me?
She asked in a soft, coquettish voice.
Lin Chu put his arm around her shoulder. Calmly said, we'll see tomorrow. She said oh and didn't ask again. Lu Ming handed over a cigarette. Lin Chu took it and lit it. Looking at the bustling night view of the city, he exhaled a sough of smoke. He indifferently recalled a classic line from a TV show. Chase women, and you'll lose your money. Chase money, and you'll never lack women. At this moment, he had truly awakened.
He was on the right track. The next morning,
Lin Chu woke up in a comfortable, soft bed. He pushed away the arm wrapped around him. He glanced at the woman still fast asleep. He couldn't help but smile. He took his phone from under the pillow. Checked the time. It was already 10 in the morning. Oh, I'm going to be late for work. Forget it. I'm not going. There were many unread messages on WeChat. Lu Yang, bro, I clocked in for you.
You're awake. Get here fast, Lin Chu.
The company's clock-in isn't that strict.
You can have someone else do it.
After all, sales staff are often out. As long as the bot doesn't catch you. Lu Yang is a good guy. Bot Su Xiaolei, how did the client meeting go last night? I heard you spent 100,000 on dinner and 300,000 at the bar. Keep it up. Try to close the big client. What an idiot. Lin Chu smiled. If this were before, I'd be getting scolded. Sure enough, the world is a bitch. It only shows its beauty to the rich. Even if I'm still just an employee. Once I showed my financial strength, the bot had to smile at me. He poured some water. Lin Chu walked to the floor-to-ceiling window, looking at the blue sky and white clouds outside, the bright sun and the traffic light ants below. Just then, Bai Fengfei's phone rang on the bed. She was woken up from her sleep. She answered, her voice slightly hoarse. Hello? Yeah, I worked overtime last night. I'm still catching up on sleep. I'll be at the office soon. She hung up, seeing Lin Chu looking at her with a teasing look and a smirk on his face. A flash of panic crossed her sleepy eyes. She quickly pulled up the quilt and buried her head in it shyly. Who was that?
Lin Shu asked on purpose. No one, just someone from the company. She poked her head out and said muffledly. Lin Shu just shook his head and laughed, not bothering to ask whether it's a boyfriend or some other friend. It has nothing to do with me anyway. In the bathroom, sitting on the toilet, Lin Shu continued reading his WeChat messages. Zhang Peng created a group, the name, Chu Ji and his friends. Himself, Lin Shu, and the 5 female colleagues were all in it. And a private message. Chu Ji, are you awake? I'm eating at the restaurant. Call me when you're up. Wang Zhifei sent a message. Gone. Off to work. You're really something. Where did you get so much money? Lin Shu thought. He didn't reply. He couldn't really answer. Lu Ming also sent a message, leaving at 2 this afternoon. Come with me. I've got 2 spots for you. He laughed, and a little red dot from Qingning. Good morning, Chu Ji. Do you have time to visit my company today? Or I can come to you. Besides that, there were various random messages. Lin Shu scanned them all. He thought for a moment and replied to Zhang Peng first. Wait for me at the restaurant. I'm coming over. His intimacy with Zhang Peng was already over 90. He has resources and is very flexible. Perfect for a big project. Waiting for you at the restaurant. Lin Shu met Zhang Peng. She was sitting there drinking coffee alone. Seeing Lin Shu approach, he glanced at him and stood up with a smile. Man, you had a wild night. You've got marks on your neck. Lin Shu waved his hand. Let's not talk about that. Interested in talking business? Zhang Peng's interest was piqued immediately. He straightened his back. Of course I am. Brother, tell me. Chu Ji is going to take me to the top. Help me find a SOP location. I want to open a gym, preferably one with mature renovations, poor management, and looking to transfer. We'll take it over directly. Lin Shu's logic was this. Spend money on brothers and get rebates. This requires many brothers. But making friends one by one would take forever. So starting a company and hiring employees is the most efficient way, especially male employees. Thinking this way, the path became relatively clear. A gym has the lowest barrier to entry. Make money through male employees. Hire a few female coaches. Maybe I can even date them. Female clients? Just thinking about that scene, Lin Shu was very tempted. A gym. Zhang Peng took a deep breath. He was slightly stunned. Why did you suddenly think of this business? It's a legitimate business, but it doesn't seem that profitable anymore. Are you planning to run away with the membership fees? Chu Ji, are gyms easy to run? I see many closing down this year. The economic environment isn't good. Not many people are buying memberships. He responsibly offered his thoughts. Don't worry about that. Be greedy when others are fearful. You just focus on finding the location. Leave the rest to me, Lin Shu said with a smile. Oh cool. Then I'll go look for one. What's the budget? You look at the SOP first. As long as the location is suitable, in a high-end residential area or commercial district, the rent doesn't matter. No limit. Don't get one with a transfer fee. Hearing Lin Shu say this, Zhang Peng nodded again. Oh cool. I'll keep an eye out. After finishing business, it was almost 11 o'clock. Lin Shu called Lu Ming. What's for lunch? My treat. Let's go. Lu Ming laughed. You're really something. Let's go. I'll be there around 12. I'll go home and get some good one. Oh cool. See you at 12 then. Listening to Lin Shu on the phone, Zhang Peng took a deep breath. Treating a 2-star Michelin lie a local snack bar? How much is it? I'm not going. It's too early. I have to go back to the company. Zhang Peng refused, feeling a bit guilty. This kind of restaurant isn't something I can afford. Always letting Lin Shu pay makes me feel bad. Don't be like that. Come along. Really not going. I haven't been back to the office all morning. The bot just sent me a WeChat. You guys go ahead. Should I take Fei Fei back? Or do you want to keep hanging out with her? Lin Shu thought for a moment. Take her back. I have serious business this afternoon. Oh cool. Then I'll head out first. See you. Once the location is found, I'll send you a message. Lin Shu watched his back, thought for a moment, took out his phone, and sent a message to Qingning. I'm going on a yacht with some wealthy friends this afternoon. Do you want to come? At her desk, and Qingning finally got Lin Shu's message. She glanced at it and was stunned. A yacht party with big bosses? She took a deep breath. She rubbed her temples, feeling a bit troubled. This is fishing. It's definitely fishing. But she was indeed a bit hesitant, and quite tempted. Didn't you say you were coming to my company today? Poor me. She said on purpose, engaging in a bit of back and forth. Lin Shu replied quickly, forget it if you're not coming. Phew. Seeing this message, and Qingning was speechless. He's really that straightforward? Even a fisherman wouldn't be this impatient. He doesn't give anyone any room to play hard to get. Did I say I wasn't coming? I'll go ask the Manhwa if I can take leave. Reply within half an hour. Otherwise forget it. On the other side, Zhang Peng sent a message to Bai Fengfei. Meet downstairs at the hotel and go back to the company together. Where's Chu Ji? Bai Fengfei asked, pouting. She thought Lin Shu was there too. She didn't expect not to see him when she arrived. Chu Ji has business this afternoon. Let's go back to the company. Zhang Peng knew what she was thinking and laughed. Don't be clingy. The more clingy you are, the more annoyed the bot gets. Don't worry. There will be benefits for you. I'll have the bot send you some gifts later. This kind of cleanup is naturally handled by me. Although Bai Fengfei heard this, she still looked unhappy. Her mouth was pouting high. Zhang Peng had already called attack 11. He pushed her into the back seat. Are you angry? Seeing her expression, Zhang Peng asked with a smile. No, just a little frustrated. I thought he was going to take me to the yacht party. They said last night they were going to play on a yacht today. Bai Fengfei composed herself and said softly, hey. They go on these trips every day. There will be plenty of chances later. Maybe he has important things to discuss. It's inconvenient to bring women. You need to be observant. Don't be stupid. Of course, you can be. But the bot won't tolerate you. One time is the last time. Zhang Peng took the initiative to talk up Lin Shu and set the rules. Bai Fengfei was helpless, but couldn't say anything else. How was it? Were you satisfied last night? Zhang Peng teased her with a mischievous smile. Her face turned slightly red. She turned her head away and said shyly, stop it. Don't ask about that. You might have to call me sister-in-law later. Oku. Hello sister-in-law. Zhang Peng said with a smile. But in his heart, he was speechless. She's really a toad wanting to eat swan meat, dreaming so beautifully. You think you can be a sister-in-law? Except for being pretty and having a good body, you're useless. And Qingning didn't make Lin Shu wait long before replying. I got leave. I can go. What should I bring? Where are you? Lin Shu had the experience from last night. He knew that even if there were girls on the trip, as long as he was with his brother, he would get the rebate. So he replied, Ensu, just come over directly. Let's have a meal first. Oh cool. And Qingning replied instantly. This 2-star Michelin restaurant. She had wanted to eat here for a long time, but work hadn't been going well lately. No performance, no chance to eat here. Who can afford to spend thousands per person? She had sent the guide from Little Red Book to her simps, but they didn't respond. Now, it's finally I've waited for you. Glad I didn't give up. She still hadn't deleted that pot. She noticed Li Yao was about to delete her from WeChat and kicked her out of the group, but it didn't matter anymore. Lin Shu met Lu Ming at the entrance of Ensu. She was wearing sun-protective clothing, looking very sporty. Beside her was a clean-looking girl with a scholarly air. Chu Ji. Lu Ming greeted him with a smile, pretending they hadn't met last night. Long time no see. He blinked casually. Lin Shu understood immediately. Indeed, you're a busy person. I've been busy too. Let's go. Let's eat first. Who is this?
Lin Chu looked at the girl beside him. Hello, just call me Xiao Lu, she said generously. Lin Chu didn't dig into their relationship. He nodded casually, and the three went into the private room. It was the same beautiful waitress from yesterday. She was also stunned for a moment. Yesterday, these two said 120,000 and refused the chef's special gift. They left a deep impression on her. Drink something? Lin Chu looked at Lu Ming and asked with a smile. Sure, I'm fine with that. Lu Ming hesitated, then nodded. The wine here is quite expensive. Definitely more expensive than market price. The markup is too high, lie a sucker. But in front of the girl, he had to save face. Since Lin Chu said so, let's order it. Let's have a bottle of Romani Conti. Lin Chu ordered the 180,000 bottle of Conti. What you yearn for will have an echo. Yesterday I couldn't afford it. My entire net worth couldn't afford it. Now I can. Current bank balance is 760,000. After this meal, it should break a million. Lu Ming looked at the wine list, then looked at Lin Chu. He frowned slightly. He sighed inwardly. So crazy. A bottle of wine for 180,000? But 300,000 was spent at the bar last night. Now 180,000 doesn't seem like a big deal. He felt more curiosity than anything else. What kind of encounter did Lin Chu have? This level of consumption. Even friends with tens or hundreds of millions rarely dare to spend like this. This is the consumption level of a top-tier rich kid. At this moment, the girl named Xiao Lu was also slightly surprised. She had eaten at Ensa many times, but ordering a 180,000 bottle of wine was the first time ever. What does Chu Ji do? She asked curiously. Lin Chu looked at her, then at Lu Ming. He just smiled and didn't speak. Lu Ming patted her head with a smile. Little one, don't ask so many questions. Just eat your food. Order whatever you want. This is the unspoken understanding between men. Keep your girl in check. Don't ask too much. Xiao Lu's eyes were embarrassed. Her face turned slightly red. She bit her lip, acting cute. To ease the awkwardness. Before the food arrived, the wine was decanting. And Qingning arrived. She pushed open the door. Seeing Lin Chu, she greeted him with a smile. Chu Ji, sorry, the traffic was bad. Lin Chu looked at her. She was clearly dressed up. Her makeup was exquisite. White sneakers, yoga pants, sports bra, highlighting her figure perfectly. A pair of sunglasses tucked into her cleavage. She had that influencer vibe. Dressed for speed, huh? Sit down. Don't let it happen again, Lin Chu said casually. She smiled, pulled out a chair, and sat down. She greeted Lu Ming too. Lu Ji, nice to see you again. Lu Ming's eyes flickered slightly. Lin Chu realized she had let it slip. Although he didn't know why Lu Ming wanted to hide their drinking last night, he couldn't expose it now. Lu Zong is a busy man. Let me introduce you again. My assistant, Enan. Last time we had crayfish, you guys met. Lin Chu said nonchalantly, and Qingning realized what was happening. She smiled and kept quiet. Lin Chu couldn't be faster. Xiao Lu didn't realize anything and smiled. Hello, Enan Jie. Just call me Xiao Lu. Lu Ming breathed a sigh of relief, and Qingning looked at Lin Chu. She quickly understood the situation. She thought, this is men. The damn friendship between men. Covering for each other, huh? The meal was finished quickly. During the meal, and Qingning really wanted to take photos, but hesitated and held back. Lin Chu's friend and his girlfriend didn't take photos. If I take photos, it would seem a bit. Without realizing it, and Qingning had started considering things from Lin Chu's perspective, afraid of embarrassing him. Of course, she didn't want to look like she'd never seen the world. Mr. Lin, this is your bill for today. Would you lie the chef's special gift today? The familiar beautiful waitress asked with a smile this time. Last time the chef was rejected, he was still a bit angry. A chef who can reach 2-star Michelin has faith in food, and has his own pride. Having the special gift rejected by a guest really makes him lose face. But Lin Chu didn't care about that. His logic was simple. You're just a restaurant. I pay for food. You serve it. Why talk about all that nonsense culture? So-called culture is just to sell at a high markup. If it weren't for the rebates, I know plenty of restaurants better than this. Lin Chu glanced at his phone. It's almost 1 o'clock. It'll take about an hour to get to the beach from here. No time left. Next time. Definitely next time. The waiter is speechless. Always no time, right? Treating ins like a fast food joint. Alright, Mr. Lin, here's your bill for today. He secretly grumbled to himself with an impeccable smile on his face. He handed the bill to Lin Chu with both hands. 312,480. 312,000. The bulk of it is that 180,000 bottle of Romani Conti. Lin Chu swiped his card casually, looking at the virtual panel showing a 620,000 rebate. A smile appeared at the corner of his mouth. By now, his savings have finally crossed the million mark. Although being a millionaire these days doesn't really mean you're rich anymore, but having a million in cash, it's barely his first pot of gold in life. And Qingning glanced at the bill nonchalantly. At first, she thought it was 30,000, but looking closer, it was over 300,000. Her heart suddenly started racing. Her breathing became a bit shallow. She felt a bit lightheaded. Looking at the unfinished dishes on the table and the unfinished wine, she felt it was such a waste. Sir, there's half a bottle of wine left. Would you like us to store it for you? We have a temperature-controlled cellar. The waiter noticed the look on his date's face and asked with a smile. Whatever, you handle it. Lin Chu waved his hand dismissively and said to Lu Ming, Brother Ming, let's go. Lu Ming smiled, let's go, and Qingning subconsciously glanced at Lin Chu, suddenly thinking he looked quite handsome. She was truly envious of this lifestyle. When the four of them went downstairs and out the door, and Qingning naturally linked her arm with Lin Chu's. Lin Chu looked down at her, and she smiled brightly. Lu Ming had been drinking, but his girlfriend, Xiao Lu, could drive, because they were going out for a trip. They were driving a minivan today. The Toyota Alphard's comfortable airline seats. Lin Chu adjusted the backrest all the way down, turning his head to look at the scenery outside. Brother Chu, let me give you a quick rundown. There are 4 of us today. The other 2, one is my elementary school classmate, and one is my high school classmate. The elementary one is Lu Junfeng. He just got back from studying abroad. A total genius. Now he's planning to start a business in finance. I don't really understand the details. Anyway, he's definitely doing better than me. The high school one is Liao Jibin, a Kaohsiung guy. His family owns over a dozen hot pot chains, easily making over 100 million a year. Lu Ming sat in the passenger seat, giving a brief introduction. He was the organizer today, so naturally, he had to handle the introductions. Nah, they're all big shots, Lin Chu said with a smile. Even if this social circle doesn't sound that impressive, it's already better than 99% of people. Hey, we're all friends. Keep it casual. Money is just a basic threshold to filter out the losers and the idiots. Once you pass that threshold, it's really about character and ability. We're all still young. There's a long way to go. Nothing is set in stone. You and I are both dark horses, Lu Ming said nonchalantly. Lin Chu felt a stir in his heart and nodded with a smile. He really agreed with the basic threshold idea. It was quite insightful, and Qingning listened to their conversation from the side, suddenly feeling the nature of this circle. So this is the circle of the rich. It seems Lin Chu really wants to bring me along. Though, of course, he definitely wants to play with me too. About an hour later, the car arrived at a yacht club by the sea. Lin Chu saw the other 2 friends had brought dates too.
Lu Ming greeted them with a smile. After the introductions, they all boarded the boat together, heading out into the ocean. This 311 yacht looked quite luxurious. A rich man's big toy. It wouldn't be cheap. Definitely wouldn't cost less than tens of millions. But real rich people don't go out to sea every day. It's a waste to just leave the yacht at the dock. So they just hand it over to the club to operate, making it available for rent, spending tens of thousands to go out to sea like this. Lin Chu felt it was a bit stupid. Not even enough to cover the interest. Of course, that's purely from a personal consumption perspective. If it's for tax write-offs, asset transfers, or networking, then that's a different sheetery. If nothing goes wrong, most rich people buy yachts. Maybe these are the real reasons. Often, Lin Chu feels his understanding of society, his cognition and perspective aren't lacking. What the rich can think of and do, he can do it too. It's just that his initial capital isn't enough yet. Now, the future is truly bright. The only things he needs to improve are experience and connections. Brother Chu, let's fish. Lu Ming changed his clothes. Island-style shirt, a pair of oversized beach shorts, wearing sunglasses. He took out the fishing tackle box and said to Lin Chu, let's go. Lin Chu just wet shirtless in his swim trunks, walking barefoot outside. Lu Junfeng was also shirtless, lying face up on a deck chair. His weak-colored skin and muscles looked great. The gym results were obvious. He even had a tattoo on his lower abdomen. It said fuck, which was pretty wild. Liao Jibin was a bit more refined, fair-skinned and wearing glasses. Let's start. Same old rules. Whoever catches the least pays for everything. Lu Junfeng said with a smile. It seems they've played this game more than once, deciding who pays based on the fishing catch. Honestly, it's a pretty fun and fair competition. No one is short of these tens of thousands. At most, it's over 100,000, but it's all about the competition. You in? I'll pay today, since Brother Chu is here for the first time. What if you get skunked? Lu Ming said with a smile. He was a bit worried Lin Chu wouldn't know how to play. These guys were all experts at sea fishing. How could I get skunked? Come on, beginner's luck is a thing, you know. Lin Chu agreed with a smile. First, it makes him look generous and easygoing. Second, he's actually interested in fishing. It shouldn't be too bad. Third, even if he loses, does the system give rebates on these brotherly expenses? Either way, he's not losing. Brother Chu, what line of work are you in? The women were still showering and changing into swimsuits. They set the lines, waiting for the fish. The four of them chatted casually. Lu Junfeng asked Lin Chu, just doing some small business. I guess you could call it finance. Lin Chu said with a smile. Is money laundering considered finance? I guess so. Then we're in the same industry. Lu Junfeng agreed and added casually. I used to work at SICK. Quit before the new year. I was burnt out. Lin Chu was impressed. He'd heard of SICK, of course. That company with an average monthly salary of nearly 100k. Definitely a top-tier player in the finance industry. He felt like he was gilding the lily by calling himself a finance guy. We're just loan sharks. Big shot. Lin Chu laughed. Polite flattery is how men interact. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. What big shot? I was just a corporate slave, except for the high salary. But now I really want to do it. I've already scouted out other tracks. I'll just be my own bot for now. Whether I make money or not is secondary. At least I won't be yelled at every day. Lu Junfeng said modestly. Of course, there was a lot of truth to it. How can you not be yelled at as an employee? Even a VP gets yelled at by the 11IO. That's the food chain. Hearing him say that, Lin Chu felt this guy was worth getting to know. At least he wasn't fake and was quite honest. Brother Feng, which track are you looking at? Lin Chu asked nonchalantly. Clubs, yachts, luxury cars, off-roading, road trips, fishing, skiing, mountain climbing, surfing, diving, spa parties, overseas trips. Lu Junfeng listed them all in one breath. Every time he mentioned a word, Lin Chu's eyes lit up. That's perfect. Just pure fun. Aha, what else? Consumption in China is at two extremes now. The rich have tons of money they can't spend. The middle and lower classes have no money. Tired and struggling. Can't squeeze a dime out of them. So you have to serve the wealthy. I've already secured a location. A racing track outside the city. That'll be the base camp. Brother Chu is welcome to visit anytime. Lin Chu nodded. I'll definitely go. Lu Ming chimed in with a smile. That place is so much fun. A man's paradise. I've been there once. I'll never forget it. Liao Jibin laughed. Damn, sounds so mysterious. Freshwater? All four of them burst into laughter. After chatting for a while, the four women walked out of the cabin. It seems women have this natural talent. They can get familiar quickly, at least on the surface. Lin Chu looked back and was instantly amazed. And Qingning was wearing a white bikini. To pull off this color, you either need wheat-colored skin, or skin that's even whiter than the clothes themselves. She was the latter, with skin like snow. A slightly fleshy figure, but her abdomen was extremely flat, with faint lines visible. Her chest was as vast as the ocean. The four of them came out together, but Lin Chu, physiologically, his eyes were only on her. The other three seemed invisible. After a full half-minute, Lin Chu finally came back to his senses. This figure is truly amazing. The other three, Xiao Lu has a supermodel body. She's a bit too thin, not worth mentioning. The other two are also beauties, but they're a notch below in Qingning. One in yellow, one in blue. Wow, you guys really caught fish? The girl in the blue bikini said with a smile. Otherwise, if you want to eat abalone, you have to catch it yourself. Lu Junfeng said with a smile. The three men couldn't help but laugh. Lin Chu thought to himself, amazing. This guy of speaking in double entendres. He's truly a veteran of the finance circle. The girl obviously understood and glared at him. Put on some sunscreen, or you'll peel later. Sunscreen? No, it's too irritating. Just use some oil. I have some in my bag. Lu Junfeng continued his double entendres. You're annoying. I'll go get you some coconut oil. Just coconut oil. She teased him, and went to the cabin to get the stuff. Before long, she came out with 4 bottles of coconut oil, handing one to each person. Lin Chu saw this, and secretly praised that a veteran is a veteran. Clearly, the yacht trip process was already perfectly refined. The ice was already broken. It felt like the girls they brought hadn't been slept with yet, but there was a considerable amount of mutual interest. A high-end activity where they were just one step away from closing. Plus the nearly isolated environment. Sea breeze, sunshine, beach, bikini, basically done. Great minds think alike. He thought the same thing. He didn't bring by Feng Fei, but Qingning instead. At this moment, Qingning hesitated slightly, but seeing the other 3 girls starting to apply oil to their men, she overcame her shyness and walked toward Lin Chu. I'll apply it for you. She squeezed out quite a bit of coconut oil and gently poked it onto Lin Chu's back. At first, she was a bit shy, but gradually, her movements became more skilled. Harder, play with me.
Lu Junfeng suddenly shouted, a voice so seductive it was soul-stirring. The others couldn't stop laughing. He's really good at clowning around. But the atmosphere became even more lively. That faint, reserved, awkward atmosphere was instantly gone. Lin Chu is awesome, as expected of someone who spent university abroad, not to mention his academic achievements. He must be a master in the fields of dating and partying. I'll just lie down for a bit, Lin Chu said suddenly, not just clowning around. His primordial power was about to burst out, and Qingning subconsciously glanced at him. Her face flushed red. The three men burst into laughter, and started making all sorts of jokes. Brother Chu's firepower is really strong. Explosive. Someone get him a steel pair of underwear. Lin Chu. The area ahead was empty and deserted. The calm sea. The yacht stopped. Various entertainment facilities were brought out. Speakers for dancing. Water slides. Banana boats. Jet skis. Even jumping into the sea from the third 11-to-re deck. Splashing huge waves. Enjoying the thrill of the seawater hitting your butt at that moment. Soon, everyone was having a blast. Lin Chu was riding a jet ski, and Qingning was holding onto him tightly from behind. Because of the violent swaying, she was screaming, completely forgetting everything, enjoying the happiness on the sea to the fullest. She had never experienced this kind of entertainment before. Every day was work, cubicles, rental apartments, subways, credit card debt, rent that had to be paid every month, and economic pressure from who knows where. But now, it was like a dream in her ordinary life. A beautiful and brilliant dream. At dusk, the red sunset glow reflected on the sea, the blue sea and the red glow. The sunset made for a beautiful oil painting, and everyone started heading back. They were too busy playing to fish, but the yacht crew had already caught quite a few. By the time the yacht docked, it was almost dark. Changed clothes. The group headed to the hotel they had booked. There are quite a few seaside hotels in Dapeng. These preparations had been made long ago. What kind of trip doesn't involve staying the night? Not complete. Are you going back tonight? After hearing Lu Ming's arrangements, and Qingning's expression became a bit unnatural, she sent a message to Lin Chu. Lin Chu glanced at it and was stunned for a moment, but then a curve appeared at the corner of his mouth. Not going back. And Qingning glanced at him. Her breathing was a bit rapid, biting her lip. I have to go back tonight. Seeing this message, Lin Chu looked at her again. Then you should leave now. It's such a turn off. She wasn't pretending to be reserved. She was just trying to manipulate him. No, I don't want to. We're just a casual thing. I want a formal relationship. Do you understand? She bit her lip and typed quickly. After sending this, Lin Chu glanced at it, then clicked on her profile. Delete contact. He waved at her with a smile. Bye-bye. And Qingning didn't quite understand his action at first, but looking down at her screen, she smiled. She was shocked to find that Lin Chu had already deleted her. She was completely stunned. She tried to send one over. The other party is no longer your friend. Looking at Lin Chu sitting right next to her, and Qingning was nervous and anxious, feeling an inexplicable pressure. I just said I wanted a relationship and got deleted. She took a deep breath. Then I'm getting off. She hesitated. Lin Chu smiled, mouth forming the word go. Brother Ming, stop the car. Someone wants to get off. Lin Chu said to Lu Ming in the front seat. Lu Ming was driving now. He had sobered up from the alcohol he drank at noon. Driving was naturally no problem. Need to pee? Lu Ming joked with a smile, slowly reducing speed and pulling over to the side of the road. Lin Chu nudged Qingning. Stopped. Go ahead. And Qingning looked at him deeply. Opened the car door, still holding on to a bit of stubbornness in her heart. She got out but didn't close the door. She was waiting for Lin Chu to ask her to say, it was really fun just now. This kind of life is really great. It's what she dreamed of, but she had to play hard to get. She always felt insecure. Lin Chu reached over to her seat and slammed the door shut. Pressed the child lock and said to the front, let's go, Brother Ming. Lu Ming was shocked. What are you doing? She said she wanted to go back tonight. I said you should go back now. Lin Chu said nonchalantly with a smile. Lu Ming lowered the window in disbelief, looking at Qingning outside, arms crossed. Her expression looked a bit miserable. Are you really going back? Can you not? Lu Ming asked. Sometimes this is the role of a wingman. When a brother's frame clashes with a woman's frame, there's no way to compromise for now. So the wingman has to step in, letting her leave like this? No need to be so stubborn. And Qingning had a way out now, but she didn't know what to say. Xiao Lu, sitting in the passenger seat, thought for a moment, opened the door and went down to comfort her, even kindly letting her sit in the passenger seat while she went to the back. Lin Chu watched them trying to mediate, but didn't say anything. They were just being kind. A few minutes later, Lu Ming started the car again and drove off, but the atmosphere in the car became a bit awkward. Lin Chu chatted casually with Xiao Lu. Xiao Lu, what do you do for work? She smiled. Still in school. Junior year. Wow. Lin Chu's eyes lit up. I knew it. You must still be in school. You look like a high schooler. Xiao Lu teased him. Not really. If you have any pretty classmates, virtuous, gentle, kind, and good, remember to introduce them to me. Lin Chu said shamelessly. Xiao Lu rolled her eyes at him, naturally knowing he was doing it on purpose to spite Qingning. She said jokingly, find them yourself. I'm not introducing anyone. What if you break up later? I'd be the villain. Then just organize a party. The rest is up to me. Any kind of party is fine. Werewolf, escape rooms, board games, shopping, dinner, late night snacks, crawfish. Lin Chu said with a grin. Xiao Lu nodded slightly. She really couldn't refuse this. And Qingning, in the front seat, heard all this, still feeling a bit bitter in her heart. He's such a jerk. Really such a jerk. How could he say such things right in front of me? He doesn't even have the most basic respect. Alright, Brother Chu, say less. It's really not necessary. Not necessary at all. Just a small fight. Don't try to spite people on purpose. I booked the room with the best view for you two tonight. Enjoy it. Lu Ming said with a smile. Trying to mediate? Don't you two sleep together? I'm just this stubborn. I'm already turned off now. Thanks for trying to mediate, but I'm really done playing. It's boring. Lin Chu said calmly, even with a smile. Many things in life are about selection over effort, including this. A woman lion Qingning. Even if you sleep with her, she's just a headache. Better to let her go early. At this moment, and Qingning turned around suddenly, staring at Lin Chu with wide eyes. Feeling insulted again. Truly insulted? How could he say that? Just now, she still had some hope in her heart. If Lin Chu had coaxed her a little, maybe she would just agree to date him. But she took a deep breath. Her eyes were even brimming with tears, trying to act tough. Running, please stop the car, I want to get off. Lu Ming sighed and scratched his head. Bot stop ahead. He stopped at the bot stop, and Qingning opened the door and left with her bag. Lu Ming drove a distance, looking at her through the rearview mirror, seeing her wiping tears while waiting for the bot. He couldn't help but say to Lin Chu, what are you doing? You're really cold-hearted. Not really losing anything. Lin Chu leaned back and nodded. Don't get close, idiots will make you miserable. He thought. Damn, begging for food and still wanting to stand while doing it. What are you thinking for? Lu Ming, fine. Don't think about it. I know you're in a bad mood after breaking up. Just let her go.
I'll find you another good girl. Let Xiao Lu introduce you to a good girl. You have to find them in college. Once they enter society, they get ruined in a year or two. Lu Ming said with some emotion. Xiao Lu rolled her eyes when she heard this, then looked at Lin Chu. Brother Chu, what type do you like? Of course, someone like Xiao Lu. Pretty, cute, gentle, and obedient. Pretty, cute, gentle, and well-behaved. Lin Chu said with a smile. Lu Ming chimed in from the front seat. Then stay single for life. Then, my Lu is one of a kind, irreplaceable. Lu Ming giggled. Oh, stop it. She looked at Lin Chu and said, alright, I'll help you look for someone. Send me a photo. Something handsome. I'll pot it for you. No problem at all. Lin Chu took out his phone to add her. He sent her a few pictures, and Qingning waited at the bot stop. She checked her phone. The bot to downtown was still 30 minutes away. She tried to call a ride SE, but it cost over 200, so she hesitated. She cancelled it after a moment. A strange, nameless anger burned inside. She looked at her pot from last night. Lin Chu spent so much at the club, and that photo of him kissing her cheek, along with that caption. She suddenly felt like a total clown. No, even worse than a clown. She was just played. How dare he? Back when she dated Li Yaoyao, Li was always so respectful to her. She felt like the queen of the relationship. How did it end up like this? Does having money make you that arrogant? She took a deep breath. She bitterly deleted last night's pot. She wanted to message Li Yaoyao to vent about that scumbag, but she found Li Yaoyao had blocked her. At that moment, and Qingning felt crushed. What am I doing? The more she thought, the angrier. She opened Xia Hongshu. She started venting her feelings. She wrote a long pot about everything. She slightly embellished the shittery. She left out her own greed for sales. She focused all her fire on the jerk and how men change when they get rich. She also subtly bragged about the club, spending 300k on a bottle set at NC. She hit pot and let out a long sigh. That feels better. The pot got likes almost immediately. This type of pot is a traffic magnet. Soon, and Qingning received DMS. Sis, give me that rich guy's WeChat. I'll help you get revenge. But wait, he spent 300k on one meal? Go for it. Sis, don't hesitate. You're so slow. Sis, are you there? Can you give me that jerk's contact info? I'll send you a red packet. Let's meet. Looking at these messages, and Qingning was shocked. She felt hit by a massive mudslide. She truly didn't expect it. Most of the messages from girls were all asking for the jerk's contact. Wait, not me. She suddenly felt a wave of self-doubt. Am I actually just an idiot? Until a pro-relationship blogger commented, since you were the ex's best friend, you clearly enjoyed high status with her, so you instinctively felt she was beneath you. But the rich guy was hurt by his ex. You kept your old psychological bias, still thinking he was beneath you. That was your biggest mistake. He might be trying to regain his confidence, trying to get back at his ex, or just trying to flirt with you. But your behavior didn't change. It just made you look like his ex. She might even project her negative feelings onto you. You need to change, good girl. Sign up for my relationship course. I'll teach you how to win a man over. Contact info is on my profile. Limited time offer. Only 998. Even though it was a marketing pot. Looking at the analysis provided, and Qingning suddenly had an epiphany. I really was being an idiot.